Today, I'm talking about how to connect Versa Cloud ERP to QuickBooks Online. First, we'll go to the menu Tools, Integrations, and QuickBooks Online. We'll click on Connect to QuickBooks. And here, we need to authorize Versa connection to QuickBooks. We're going to say Connect. We're taking back to Versa. Before we can start using the integration, we do need to set up a few things. So let's click on QuickBooks again and click on Settings. First, we need to set up the default facility. The facility is inventory location. I'm just going to take the default here. When we import customers or suppliers from QuickBooks, if the customer doesn't have a term in QuickBooks, we'll assign them default payment terms. So here I'm going to choose net zero. And then you have the options of creating a bill in Versa and have that be pushed to QuickBooks. If you don't want to push bills, then there's no need to say anything here. I'm going to just set a date. Any bills dated before this date will not be pushed to a books. The same thing for invoices. You have the options creating an invoice in Versa and have that being pushed to QuickBooks or not. Yeah. We're going to set up a bunch of settings, and we also need to import the trial balance of the QuickBooks into Versa. We don't necessarily need the balance of all accounts, but we need accounts such as accounts receivables, payables, and inventory asset if you track inventory in QuickBooks. So here you can also check the option to create the customer or supplier. This is used when we push the invoice or bill to QuickBooks to auto create the supplier or customers. And we also say we want to push the bills. For this demonstration, I'm not going to push any invoices, QuickBooks. Therefore, we're not going to push any taxes as well. Then we can save the integration here. After a few minutes, Versa will download the product data into Versa. Here, I have some products I downloaded from QuickBooks. So first, we can use Versa to create a purchase order, right? When you need to purchase new inventory, we're going to create a new PO. Then find the supplier here. Then I'm going to type in the product here, the t-shirt here. I'm going to order 100 of this at $10 each. And they're going to receive this into inventory, our main facility, main warehouse. So this purchase order is created, then you can print this purchase order or email that directly to your supplier. Let's assume that the inventory has arrived in a warehouse. We'll go to receiving, new receipt, choose the supplier, and then we will receive 100 units that we order. Click on receive all, post receipt. So after this, then the inventory will be in Versa. Let's go take a look. You can see that we have 119 on hand. We have some inventory prior to the purchase order. So we just received 100. Now we have 119. This is the total inventory on hand. In Versa, after inventory is in the system, through our sales module, you can create a sales order. Versa also integrate with multiple sales channels. So we can look here. If you sell online, for example, so a Shopify site, then Versa can connect to your Shopify site, download your sales orders. And then if you sell Amazon, then we can connect to Amazon and download the orders. I'm going to create a manual order here. I'm going to order that t-shirt I just received. So sell 20 of this at $35 per unit. And from here, I'm going to ship the order. We also have the options of emailing this sales order to the customer if they want a copy. So let's say I'm going to ship the order. Then here that we're ordering 20, that we have 119 on hand, then we can ship the orders. From here, then I'm going to post the shipments. So Versa does have integration to different shipping carriers. So we can integrate with carrier like USPS, UPS, FedEx. So in Versa, you can generate shipping labels. You do not have to leave the system to ship the orders. We're going to post the shipments. Then it's done. We can generate document like such as packing list. So this packing list, I'm going to open this here. It's something that you can customize. It's basically describe what is in the package. It typically goes out together with the package. We just received some units from that PO, right? So now I'm going to create a bill to pay for that purchase. So we're going to create a new bill, and then we're going to choose a supplier. Then we're going to say link to the receipt item from receipt. So I'm going to say just bring in all the detail from the purchase order PO 101 here. So we order 100, and then at the price of 10, then we're going to post the bill. So after this, if you choose to push the bills from Versa to QuickBooks, then the bills will be automatically pushed from Versa to QuickBooks. It will show up in QuickBooks after a short delay. So the schedule will run every few minutes. So let me take a look if it's there now. Yeah, so look like it's there. So what we can do in Versa, we can go to the integration tabs and look under QuickBooks. Then every time we push something to QuickBooks, we actually put this in a log. So we can click on view logs. And let's see, it says that we created a bunch of bills here. So let me go log into my QuickBooks here. I'll go to my bills section. So the one I just created should be here. You can do your processing, like pay the bills, and the payment doesn't need to go back to Versa because we create a bill and have that push to QuickBooks. Whether the bill is not paid, we don't track that in Versa. It's tracking QuickBooks. So that's a short video of how Versa works with QuickBooks. Thank you.